It's Mr. Cassandra here. I'm going to be going over your project that I'm assigning. Really, really cool project called the Geometry Chapters 1 through 4 Scavenger Hunt. I'm going to walk you through exactly how I would do this project. If you have other ways of doing it, then feel free. If you learned something in your computer applications class or something like that, or learned a different technique, it's up to you. I'm going to show you how I would do this. So you're going to be visiting websites that are loaded with images that are filled with geometry. I chose Kohl's.com, BHG.com, which stands for Better Homes and Gardens, and CarAndDriver.com. And if you can't find any images on these sites, which would be ridiculous because I've actually browsed all these sites and there's just a ton of images here, you could also take pictures from any magazines you might have around your house. To find real life examples of chapters 1 through 4 vocabulary. So it says, please find examples of the following vocabulary words. And I started at point, line, plane, ray, different types of angles, congruent segments, angle bisector, complementary, supplementary angles, all vocabulary from chapters 1, from chapter 1 all the way up through chapter 4. And it's, I believe that there's 33 words there, but I'm giving you 3 days to do this. So you've got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's due Thursday before the end of the day. So anyway, let's get right into it. So what is the expectation? Well, you're going to create a Google Doc with your name at the top of it and Geometry Scavenger Hunt, and then you're going to type in all of the words. So here's my name. You can put in Geometry Scavenger Hunt, and you can put the date, and then you can start listing your words. So my advice is list all of the words first. Leave a few spaces because you're going to insert images in between these spaces, okay? So I did point, line, plane, ray, and then keep going and putting all the words. And then I have the word right angle here because I'm going to show you how would you insert an image of something that you find on the website. So I'm going to go to Kohls.com, www.kohls.com, just like you were instructed to do. And I'm going to find a picture of. And the way I would do it is I wouldn't be looking right away. I would read over the list. I wouldn't be looking for specific words. I would see a picture that has a lot of geometry in it. So I'm going to go to shop by department. And the reason why I like Kohl's for this project is there's clothes, there's bed and bath, there's electronics, there's so much stuff that you can find pictures for. So I found when I clicked on this one, you can click on any department, but I found like the bedding with the pillows and stuff like that. There's a lot of geometric patterns. You can see all these patterns. So here I have something that has an image that has some geometry there. All right, let's go with let's click on this over here. And I'm going to show you how to insert a photo. So what I saw here is I saw some geometry over here. I saw some angles up here. Okay, there's angles down there. There's angles in the windows. So I'm going to choose this headboard here for a right angle. You can see that there's right angles here in the wood pattern here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that with 2 fingers, and I get my option to copy the image. Then I'm going to go back to my document again. And I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to go to Drawing, New Drawing. And right here in this area, if I hit Control V, you'll see my picture will come up. If I hit Crop, I could take all the extra stuff off of the picture by grabbing the handles here. So I'm going to take all of the extra stuff off. I don't want to take too much off because I don't want to lose what it's a picture of. If If I click over to the side, I can drag this up like so. And I can continue cropping this here. Bring this up here. Down there. All right, so I think that that's pretty good. I can still see it's a picture of the bed and the headboard and everything like that. And what I want to do is, I think I missed part of the cropping up there. Let's see, crop. Yeah, I did. Let me bring this down. Like so, bam. Bring that up here. All right, so anyway, so I'm just altering this image a little bit. I can make the image a little bigger so I can see what it's an image of a little bit more. Now, I'm going to highlight these right angles that I have up here in this image. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an arrow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my arrow here like this. I could change the color of the arrow if I want to yellow. And then I'm going to drag that over, and I'm going to put that arrow right here to where that right angle is. So what I'm doing is I'm showing everybody where the right angle is. And now all I have to do is hit save and close. And that will pop that picture right into my document right where I had my cursor. So I have an arrow here showing the right angle, and then I'm going to label this and say the headboard of the bed has a right angle which is 90 degrees. And I'm going to label my picture so I know exactly what I'm doing there. Don't get frustrated. It may take a little trial and error how to use Google Docs to insert pictures and put the drawing and everything. But once again, I went to insert. So what I did was I'll do another one. I'll give you another example. So let's say I want to do point. Okay. So first I have to find a picture. So I'm going to go back to Kohl's. I'm going to shop by department. Now I have not practiced this, so I don't have a particular image in mind. So bear with me. I'm just going to go to toys. I bet you there's got to be a point somewhere on toys, right? All right. So I'm just scrolling down here. There's, basically anything that occupies a spot could be a point. But one of the things I ask you is don't just settle for the first picture that you find. Star Wars, I just saw the image of a ship that has points on it, so I'll try and do that. Legos have little dots on them, obviously. All right. Just trying to find the best picture I could find here. I've already found a bunch of stuff. How about BB-8 there? He has a point for his eye. All right, so I'm going to grab this image here. I'm going to click on it with 2 fingers, copy image, go over to here under point. There's my cursor, insert, drawing, new, Control V, we'll put it in there. You could also click on with 2 fingers and do paste. I'm going to crop it down here. I don't know why I can't see the bottom of this picture. Let me try just bringing it up here. That'll work. So I'm going to crop this like so. All right, and now once again, I'm going to go to shape. I'm going to select an arrow here. make my arrow off to the side. Change my fill color here if I want to yellow so it sticks out. And I'm going to put that arrow and point to where the point is. So his eye is a point. There we go. There's my image. Save and close, and you'll see it'll pop up here under where point is. And I could put underneath there BB8's eye is an example of a point because it occupies a specific spot on his face. Bam. And then you're going to go through and do all of these images, okay? If you're really, really struggling by the time you get to, late Wednesday, I can make some suggestions from different departments you can go to, and just have fun with it, guys. It really is a really great project. So I just want to go back and just finish up what I have here at the end. Do not settle for the first picture you find. Please strive to find the best example you can. You can use a single picture for multiple terms. So you can just put arrows. What I would do is I would color code the arrows with different fill. So that way you could say the yellow arrow is pointing to a blah, blah, blah. The green arrow is pointing to whatever. But you cannot use a single picture for more than 3 terms. So you can go up to 3 terms in one picture. Please make sure when you crop the picture, I can see what it is. Make sure you put the arrow. Don't just put a picture up and make me guess what it is, what the term is or where it is. And then you should have it labeled underneath and everything. That's it. I hope that this was helpful in explaining the project. If you have any further questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you via message or email. And have fun.